are live now. Yay! Happy Talk Tuesday, everyone. It's your girl, Ashley, the amateur expert, and I'm excited to be back with you all again. I'm excited for our guest. I am rocking the collab with our guest, which is I Am the Vibe, which is, I'll wait till Brittney comes out to talk about it. And I'm also wearing the new-ish metallic I'm Enough. And it also comes in onesies, which is excited because literally all of my friends are pregnant. All of them. 2 of them are having girls, and I don't know what the last one is having yet, but I guess I have more than 3 friends. But everyone is pregnant. So we're going to be offering onesies and things for Minis and me. Our guest is in the building, so we're going to add her to the chat so we can go live together. I have to learn to close my mouth when I do that. Oh, one day I will grow up. Hello.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. I'm excited to have you on. Welcome.
Thank
Happy Talk
you.
Tuesday.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. A little nervous, but it's my first live. It's very exciting.
The girls are live.
Mhm.
Um, okay, don't be nervous at all. It's just
Okay.
us girls having a conversation. We've been friends forever. So
Literally,
like we just
literally.
literally forever.
Should we be twins?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Over cool.
Okay.
Check us out. We're the vibe.
We are.
Okay,
How
so
are you, friend?
I am good. I'm good. I am in a season of transition, also
Join the
surrender,
club.
and just trying to be consistent. And
Okay.
so, we used to do these every Tuesday, like throughout the pandemic, like 100 plus episodes strong, and
I
then I
remember.
just like dropped off the face of the earth. And so I'm happy that you are here to help me continue in the consistency, and also I honestly and truly believe that when you share your story, people are inspired. So
Okay.
uh, let's hop in. I'll ask you, how are you? And then if you could tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are and what you are currently doing for work.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I am Brittney. I am the creator of Vibe Out Candle Co., which I started during the pandemic. I still have a job. Um,
Amen. Because some of us don't, and we wish we did.
the grass is not always greener. In case any of my coworkers is on, everything is great, but I work at an optometrist office currently, which is cool. But it's just not, I guess, my it's not my passion at all. It's just kind of like a job. Um, because sometimes you do have to have a job to pay the bills when you are doing something that is not always consistent. So you gotta drop the ego sometimes and do what you gotta do. I can be a person that goes very 0 to 100, as you know, but you guys might not. I have quit jobs before
It's
on a
okay.
whim. Like, I'm done, guys. Here's my 2 weeks without a plan. And sometimes it's great,
Mhm,
and sometimes it is not.
mhm,
So now I'm just trying to be an adult. So
mhm,
yeah, I do that. I started making candles during the pandemic as a hobby, just like everybody else, just finding something to do
mhm.
to pass the time. And it ended up becoming a business, which has been a wild ride.
Yes,
But yeah, you know,
I
I'm
love
just a
it.
girl.
I'm just a girl. Entrepreneurship looks good on you. I feel like we've had this conversation about businesses that we've wanted to start a couple of times. And yesterday, randomly, I don't know why, but Pillow Talk dropped. I was reminded about Pillow Talk, and I was like,
So people don't really know how 0 to 100 I really am. Guys, I'm a crazy person, okay?
"You're not
Um,
crazy. You're passionate."
I'm a little bit of a crazy person.
Okay.
I really, somebody will have a passion or an idea about something and they might, take a little class, watch a little YouTube. I'll do that. But also buy all of the things, go all out. I still have probably 500 business cards downstairs that says pillow talking. I've actually found them last month and busted out laughing because why? I'm very much the girl that's like, oh, I can do this. I'll see something. That started because I was in Target and I saw a throw pillow. It was $50. And I was like, that's how much pillows cost? I can make this.
I can make this.
And
I
there I
love
go
it.
down a rabbit hole. I just bought a sewing machine. I have tons of fabric still to this day.
Yes. Well,
And then I was like, nah, I don't want to do this anymore.
it makes
But
me
I
laugh.
did make some nice pillows, at least
You
like
did.
seven.
You did. You did, and it's great because it's funny because I also have a sewing machine. I have a bust. Just and now it's just a part of the room decor.
Yeah,
But at
and
one
whenever
point
you
in
need it, it's there
time,
for you.
I really thought I actually don't know what I was. I don't know what that business was, but that doesn't matter. We're here to talk about you today.
Okay.
Okay, so Brittany, when you were a little girl,
Uh-huh.
what did you want to be when you grew up, and what was the motivating factor like behind that?
So forever, basically, I wanted to be a pediatrician. And yeah, from a kid, I was always unwavering. Why? I have no idea. I don't know if it just sounded good. I have no idea why I used to say that. Um, and then it's so funny to this day, my father used to still was like, I remember you wanted to be a pediatrician. I learned very early on that is not my ministry. That's not my path. I'm grateful to all the people who, do want to do that, but like, no, I don't know. But I don't, there was no motivation. I would just say it. And I
Listen,
think I really believed it for a really long time.
maybe you enjoyed going when you were a little girl and you wanted to do that as
No,
well.
I hate needles.
I was
I
gonna
hated
say,
everything
never
about
mind.
no, 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 no. My stomach would do flips every time I found out. I had to go to the doctor. My mom wouldn't tell us until we were in the car on the way because I would lose it. So I don't know. I don't know. That's now I gotta think about that and figure out why I wanted to do that. I
Hmm.
even went to a health sciences high school. I really thought this is, what I
Okay,
was gonna do. Then I got to you. Okay,
so I was
pause.
gonna say, so this was literally the plan up until like through high school.
Uh, uh, up until high school, and then I pivoted, and then I was gonna go into pharmacy.
Okay.
So my freshman year at UConn, where we met,
Hmm.
I actually was a pre-pharm major.
Oh, I remember
Yeah,
that. Wow.
that didn't last long
I
either.
was gonna say, I think I was bio. I was pre a lot of med things, and then bio 101 took me out. So,
Yeah, mine was chem. No, calculus. Mine was calculus that took
mm,
me out. But it was more
mm.
so the teacher and the time, and then with UConn with that program, it was so competitive. If you failed one class, you lost your guaranteed admission. So when I did, it was on to the next plan.
Okay,
But
so tell
it
us.
wasn't.
I was
Mm-hmm,
gonna say, so tell us about your journey once you decided that that wasn't it, or UConn told you it wasn't it.
mm-hmm.
Then you decided it wasn't it. Tell us how you got to be this entrepreneur that you are today.
We took a lot of turns. One thing I have always been, well, I've always had a crazy odd job. Like I always ended up in weird places. So I lost the guaranteed admission. I actually left UConn.
Mhm.
Um I may or may not have been dismissed. I was playing around in school, but you live and you learn and then you figure it out. So then I transferred to Hampton.
Mhm.
I was a psychology major there, which I actually did enjoy. Um, shut up, Nachi. I actually did enjoy, um, but also more so, I'm good with people, so
Mhm.
that's why I think I really enjoy psychology. You study people behavioral, it was great, but I realized I also didn't want to do that
Mhm.
as a
Mhm.
job. So I graduated with my psychology degree, and
Okay, graduation, we love it.
it's sitting there still. But it's in my back pocket. I still use it. I ended up I bartended for a really long time. Um, use my degree there probably the most.
I was gonna say that bartending, I've bartended as well. It is not an easy feat. People need bartenders need more credit.
Actually, that was probably one of my favorite jobs when I wasn't ready to quit. But if you've ever worked in a service industry, you know it's ebbs and flows. Sometimes everybody gets on your nerves. Sometimes you love it. I have worked at a ticket agency. Um, I have was in optical 10 years ago and
Mhm.
then ended up circling back because a friend reached out. So I've done a whole bunch of stuff unrelated to my degree,
Yeah,
kind of, sort of.
yeah.
I've done event planning. Shout out to Chef Jeff, best mentor ever. Um, yeah, I've done like a whole bunch of end jobs, odd jobs, but I realized at the baseline of it, they're all like creative in some way. So
Hmm.
um, I have always I like to make stuff. I like to create stuff. I like, I don't know, I like learning new stuff. I like diving in. So it's really, it could have been anything. It ended up being candles, but I knew it was something that I was going to be creating, or I finally
I love
surrendered to that. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I love that. And so as an entrepreneur,
Mhm.
you are building this business.
Mhm.
But before that, when you were thinking you were going to be a pediatrician,
Mhm.
and you were younger, how would you have defined success, or like what was your idea of success then?
I feel like we all grew up in that era where it was, your parents told you, go to school, get a good job, you want to be a doctor, lawyer, something that is going to pay off in
Mm-hmm.
the end. So that was always my idea of success. I
Hmm.
thought I was going to go through all of the steps, go through all of the motions. I was always good in school. Which is probably why I had a hard time my freshman year in college because I never had to study. I just got things. And
Yeah,
then I got here and I was like, oh, this is this is a different. I got to
this
work
is
like this is a
different.
different
Hmm.
game. Um, but yeah, I thought I would have the career, and life was like, yeah, girl, that's not what your life is gonna look like. And I feel like it's not till recently that I'm really like leaning into it and
Hmm.
leaning into that and being okay with that.
Yeah.
Um, it was difficult because you have your parents that are like, "Girl, this is not what are you doing? This is
What
not
are
what
you
we
doing?
discussed. This is not what we talked about. This is what do you mean you working in a restaurant, right? Meanwhile, making probably some of the best money I ever made. But it was just, I always felt different, weird,
Mm.
and like the outsider kind of looking in, which is it's hard, right? Like especially when you see people who are hitting these milestones and they are killing it in their jobs. And don't get me wrong, I love to see people killing it. So it was never like a jealousy thing, but it was also like a why aren't you doing? You know what I mean? Like, are
Yeah.
you? What's going on? Um,
I'll never
so
forget when you I
what I
I
do?
had this thought earlier today. No, but so you went to Hampton, Toy went to
Uh
Howard,
huh.
and I was like, wow, look at my friends doing real college because I was taking a class here, a class there, a class here, a class there, just trying to figure it out.
Uh huh.
And so it is easy
Mhm.
to compare yourself,
Mhm.
even on the littlest things, to
Mhm.
the people even in
Mhm.
your core group.
Yeah.
And I was like also incredibly proud of you all and excited for you all. Like a time was had during that season. And I was just like, wow, because I was always just at work,
Yeah.
always just at work.
But it's so funny. So it's funny that you said that because that's exactly how I feel about you now. I feel like I remember when you were just figuring that out, right? And one thing, you never quit, you never wavered. And now to see where you are, the things that you're doing, is so inspiring. And
Mhm.
it's also, you literally did everything you said you wanted to do. And there's going to be more for sure. But everything that you go, it doesn't matter how long it took, right? Like everything you said you was going to do, you did it. And it's so beautiful to see that sometimes it happens in like ways that we can never think about, right? You didn't know this is where you're going to end up, but you spoke a lot of the stuff into existence and now you're doing it. So I hope you are very proud of yourself as well. Killing it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Most times, most times.
Yeah, well,
Uh, So how would you define success today?
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, so I feel like my idea of success kind of changes
Mhm.
from, well, it has been changing. My ultimate ideal of success is just happiness, right? Like, I want to have everything I need to live the life that I want to live, and that's really it, and be happy like that. You, everybody that really know me, I don't really like to work like that, guys. I don't. Okay, even if even in entrepreneurship, like this is better than some of the other stuff, but I don't. If I hit the lotto tomorrow, sorry to these candles, like that is where I'm at. However, anything I do, I just want to make sure that there's some sort of like peace and joy to it, that I can show my personality, that I can have. It has to have like a little bit of fun, like a little
Mhm.
bit of creativity to
Mhm.
it. um but yeah, that's really my idea of success. Just, you know, I want to have what I want and be happy and be wealthy but not famous. Because people
Amen.
are
I like
nutty.
I like that.
Yeah.
I really do like that. Okay, so what do you know now that you wish you would have learned
Oh
sooner?
God, so much. First of all, I would be way more fiscally responsible. Okay, I used to blow.
Girl.
It was. I don't even like to think about the amount of money that I would just blew. Most of it I ate and drank. Um,
Same.
without without having a solid plan. That was crazy. But so that I wish that I kind of allowed myself to be who I was earlier on,
Mhm.
instead of trying to be on this track that people say is supposed to look like success, right? Because I feel like I could have been maybe a little bit further. But also I feel like everything that happened created that comfort in being who I am now
For
and
sure.
being okay with being a little outside the box. You know what I mean? So I mean, hindsight is 2020, but I
Mhm.
guess I wouldn't change anything besides being more fiscally responsible. That I would change for sure because I'd be playing around too much.
That is a great answer.
Thanks.
And I don't think anyone's ever said that one before. So kudos. And that's hey, that's true for me too. Because I'm like, how do we get here? Like, I'm happy to be here, but also like
Playing around too much.
but I've had a really, really good
Same.
time.
Same. A time was had.
Multiple.
All right. And now, so now it's crazy because it's like there's people who were like hustling and grinding, and now they're like chilling and coasting. And I was playing around and chilling and coasting, and I enjoyed myself. And now it's like, all right, now I gotta buckle down and really be
Yes.
an adult. Boo. But just be,
Oh, boo, boo.
responsible with some balance.
Yes, I enjoy that. Okay, so let's talk about how and why we're wearing these hats.
Okay. So this has been a long time in the making. Okay.
Mhm.
We've been playing around again, but it came to fruition.
Mhm.
We decided, guys, to partner together, because Ashley has her brand, I Am Affirmed, which is an affirmation brand based clothing line. Is that
Mhm.
what you Okay.
Yes.
Um, I mean, I didn't know if you were like ventured out into other stuff.
So like
And
apparel and accessories, I think,
okay.
currently.
Yeah. And so, if you don't know, all of my candles come with a QR code. You scan it, it'll take you to a playlist so you can like vibe out while you burn your candles. But it also really created, well, I created it because I find so much like inspiration in music. Um, I find many affirmations in music.
Mhm.
So I thought it would be, well, we both thought it would be like really cool to like combine that because they're kind of just both brands are saying very similar things, just in
Yeah.
two different ways. So it was a nice little collab. It kind of happened really easily. We got the hat. We also have
Oh,
product placement.
yes.
We do
My
have,
candle is over there. I'm
uh,
glad you have it.
yeah, I'm actually burning it. I really do enjoy this
I
scent
am too afraid to
a
light
lot.
it.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like I feel like I'm waiting for us. like a time.
Girl, the time is now. Because also,
Like,
after the longer you let candles sit, they kind of lose their scent. So
ah,
burn that thing.
I
Yeah,
know they okay. So I'm
yeah,
I'm lighting it up.
yeah.
I'm
And then you're gonna
sparking
be
up after
then you're
this.
gonna be telling the people that my candles don't have no scent. Cut it
First
out.
of all, I would never. I would never, because this one is ours, and it's got 24-hour
Yeah.
sets. And
And if you want it,
like,
I'll make you another one if you want it. But burn it. It does smell really good.
okay,
Not
no,
just
for real,
because not just because I made it. I actually do really like that one.
no, I loved it. I loved it as soon as I opened the box. Everything was perfect about it, and I just felt like I didn't want to burn it.
I mean, I get that. But like,
It was like a memento.
yeah.
But also, you're right. I can just get
Just
another one.
yeah, burn it.
I'm
Whenever,
gonna
but
burn
burn
it
it on special occasions. I don't know, but just burn it. Yeah,
today. I'm gonna light it after this, and I'm gonna post
yeah.
it.
There you
I'm gonna
go.
post it. Okay, so yes, we decided to do this. Burn that thing. We decided to do this collab. I think as entrepreneurs, and friends, I think we both see each other and know that we could probably use a little bit of a push. And
Yeah,
so I think the collab came at a great time to
yeah,
hold us accountable. But also, like you mentioned, like bring our brands together because like it's a great
yeah.
introduction to my audience and customer to learn more about your company and your
Yeah, same.
candles and vice versa. So
Yeah, exactly.
it was like a match made in heaven. And also like when we were in college, we were brash. We were already
Connected
a
at
collab.
the hip.
And so this is
I
perfect. This
know.
was
Full
perfect.
circle.
Full circle. Grown-ups, look at us out here doing our best.
It depends
Okay.
on the day, but
But if the like during that day you're giving the best that you have.
you're right. You're right.
It could be better, but it's the best I have right now.
That's real.
Um, okay, I think that's all the questions I have. Minus, I think that's it. Yeah, I had everything. What did I? Oh, yes. Okay. So,
I cheated, guys. I got the questions in advance because I was
oh,
nervous.
yes. Oh, there's two questions. Okay, duh. Okay. So,
All right, number one.
as I expressed, or as we expressed, we're both founders. So I'm also the founder of Affirmed Armor Apparel Accessories, and we have affirmations on our merchandise. And so, I like I said, I'm wearing the I'm enough shirt. And so, Brittany, I would love for you to share your go-to affirmation.
Okay, I have a couple, right?
Okay,
Depending on the day.
love it.
So,
Ready.
as far as like, because like I said, I get a lot of my affirmations from music. Um, the one I like, or that comes to mind first is mine is Setbacks to Major Comebacks. Word to Kendrick. That's my
Mhm.
favorite. It's on a Nipsey and well, Nipsey Hussle album, but I say that
I
often
love it.
because that really is what life is. You know what I mean? You have setbacks. That's life.
Mhm.
Once you accept the fact that that comes with life, it becomes a little bit more palatable.
Yeah,
It still be kicking your ass sometimes, but
1000%.
you just know that that's life,
Mhm.
and you always come back better, stronger, harder. So that really stuck out with me. Also, God don't play about me, period, because he don't. Got it
Period.
tatted on my arm. Only tattoo I have. I go to that daily, um, because he doesn't. And the things that work out for me sometimes, I'll just be like, thanks. I don't know how. But also the things that I want to work out, I'm
Mhm.
like, God, this is on you. And then the the last one I
Awesome.
probably say the most is all I could do is what I could do. And because going back
I
to
love that.
but going back to what you were saying, how it's like if all you could do is try your best. If you know you gave it your all, what else you gonna do? You can't sit and be stressed out and let that stop you. You just gotta keep moving. So all I can do is what I can do. Sometimes you just gotta wipe your hands and keep it moving.
I'm adding that to the list because that is good.
Oh, I like that one. All things work
That is,
together throughout good, huh? But yeah.
I love that. Thank you for sharing those. Okay, so this is like the official last question of the
Okay.
podcast.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm the amateur expert and I know a little bit about a lot. And
Uh-huh.
so, Brittany,
Uh-huh.
can you share with me a random fact or tidbit of information that I can say Brittany taught me?
Yeah. So because I love a Snapple fact.
Same.
If anybody knows random facts, it's me. But so a group of porcupine is called a prickle. Did you know that?
A
Snap.
prickle?
Yeah, that's what Snapple told me at least. I didn't verify it, but
That is so
Snapple said that.
clever, though.
I know. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool.
I love
Yeah.
that.
So now you know. Anytime you're doing
A
trivia, if that ever comes
prickle.
up, yeah, it's hard to forget too, right?
That is hard because it's like, ouch. Um,
Exactly.
o- okay, Britt, thank you so much for not only saying yes to being on the podcast, but yes for doing the collab. How can those listening or those that will listen support you? What do you have coming up? Like, share.
Um, First of all, thanks for having me. Thanks for pushing me out of my comfort zone because I probably would not have done it. She told me the other day, guys, because she know the more I sit on things, I'll be like, I don't know about this. But I'm happy that I did it. This
Me
is
too.
great.
You did
Um,
great, by the way.
Thank
You're
you. So you can find me, well, the candles and everything are on the site, vibeoutcandleco.com, um, Instagram at vibeoutcandleco. I'm on the long and leggy, so if you're here, you probably know already. I'm long and leggy. Um, and are you asking something else? Oh, is anything coming up?
Yeah, how can
So
we support you?
again, with all you can do is what you can do. This year, I know it's supposed to be like entrepreneur busy season. I kind of just felt like everything was rushed this year. It was really, I felt like I couldn't catch up with the year. Like
Mhm.
the weeks felt like days, and you know what I mean? Like the days,
Mhm.
everything felt like it was rushing by.
Yeah.
So I'm taking this last month to really just prepare everything for next year, mapping out my year. I'll have some candle making classes coming up, which I'll keep you guys up on. I have some new candles that'll be launching at the top of the year. But as far as December, it's just the stuff that's on the site. I'm probably not going to add anything new because I don't like when things feel rushed. It just, it don't feel right. It didn't feel right. It felt like more of a season of me just going inward and really organizing. I feel like I'm giving myself a word of the year for next year. It's going to
And
be two. It's going to be discipline and organization, and
ooh,
uh,
doggy.
those are both very very difficult things for me. So yeah, I'm just whatever's on the site now. We do have some of the OGs on the site still right now, but as far as new stuff, it'll come out top of the year.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
follow, subscribe, hit the bell, all the things. I don't know, no bells.
I don't
But
know the bell, but you can go follow my business page because it looks a
yes.
little struggly.
Okay, so everyone go to
Yeah,
the Instagram page, you mean?
yeah, Vibe Out Candle Co. Hey,
Okay, Vibe
go
Volcano
hit
Co.
follow.
Follow, check out the site. These are currently on the site.
Yeah, and the
We
candles
did a
that comes
limited
as a bundle.
drop.
Yeah,
Um, and, and so help us sell
yeah,
out. That
this
would be
is
great. That'll be a great way to end
things.
the year.
Yeah. So I lied. There are some
Um,
new things on on the site. You can get these cool little hats. Don't they look so good, guys?
yes, we did our big one with that.
Yeah.
So thank you all for tuning in. Have a great week. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and we will be back next week. Bye. Oh, wait,
Bye. Oh, yeah.
don't hang up. Don't hang up.
Yeah.
Okay. We have to be still and smile for like 10 to 20 seconds. It's going to be really awkward, but
Uh,
we need to have a still.
okay.
Otherwise, like it's going to be all like janky. And
Okay.
so Instagram like catches still moments. It's very weird, but I've learned
Okay.
it because otherwise both
Not
of our
awkward
mouths will
at
be
all.
open. Okay,
Okay.
guys. So we're just going to cheese. You're doing great. So great. All right. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.